Hello, everyone, and this is Reggie with A Team Appliance, and I just want to do a quick video. I'm out and about running errands, and something came to my mind, and I felt it was good to journal and talk about. Having a fellow techs, and this is a private conversation that technicians have, and I thought some putting it out there will help customers and technicians. And the subject is warranting your machines, right? It's about, you deliver a machine and something goes bad. And obviously, if it goes wrong, you go fix it, right? I'm talking about those questionable ones where the machine broke because of the environment it's in, right? So, as a technician or as a appliance repair company, you're thinking, well, I shouldn't have to pay for this, right? I shouldn't have to eat this. As a customer, you're thinking, man, I just bought this thing. I just bought it. It should work. People and machines are machines, new or used, whatever. Machines, they have hundreds of parts that work together simultaneously and they fail. There's no such thing as the perfect machine. Like some people say, what brand should I get? There are brands that are trouble brands, but most part, machines are machines and they break. So here's a story. Technician went into delivered a refrigerator, and the house was absolutely disgusting. Said there was animal feces all in the house. It was just gross, nasty, roaches everywhere, and just nasty, nasty, nasty. Still delivered the refrigerator. 2 weeks later, the customer calls and says the refrigerator doesn't work. He goes back to the customer's home, and roaches got on the control board and shorted out the control board. So he's in a dilemma where, because control boards are about $200. I mean, this stuff isn't. We got to pay for it. We don't make them. Like, they don't just grow on trees. We just replace these things. So we actually physically incur a cost when it comes to replacing parts. Now we might get a smaller discount than you guys though, but it's not like a 50% discount. We get like maybe 20, 10 to 20% sometimes, depending on what it is. Anyway, my advice is, so he's in a dilemma. He don't know what to do because he doesn't want to eat it because not really. Some people are saying, hey, it's your fault. I mean, it's the customer's fault. I wouldn't pay for anything. A warranty isn't covered by roaches or whatever, which is correct, but doesn't mean it's right. So, because you did take their money, you did go into their house, you saw it was, you didn't have a problem taking their money and walking over the dog feces to deliver it, right? But now, it's wrong if you say, you know what, you're on your own because it wasn't the refrigerator's fault, it's the environment. Actually kind of thinking like, well, you should have went in, you should have not delivered it. So anyway, I think there's a middle, right? Because the customers, the customer just dropped some money, and they don't fix them. We do. So actually, it is easier for us to actually eat it and cheaper for us to eat it and make a customer happy. So my advice is to swap the board out and let the customer know I'm doing this as a courtesy, because actually this is not covered under my warranty, because a warranty warranties the vehicle from its own failure, from failed parts, from faulty parts. If you take a hammer to a wash machine, and it breaks, that doesn't, even though you didn't, it's not your fault, but it's because you have a bug problem and they're attracted to heat and those boards get hot. And so those roaches got into the board and shorted it out. They'll have continuity across the connections and across the electrical circuit and electrical outlet. And, hey, I'll go ahead and eat this one and I'll go ahead and fix it, but you got to get the bug problem fixed or it's going to happen again. And so, I can no longer warranty this refrigerator. They're going to be pissed. Some might be pissed and be like, well, I bought it with a warranty, whatever. And say, hey, I will warranty it if there's a mechanical failure or if something, but, so I guess technically you are still warranting it, but you tell them, hey, if I come out and it's still something wrong, if it's caused by a bug infestation or something else because of the environment, even like dog hair, like if you have a bunch of animals, it gets in the coils and can't breathe and it'll blow up you know, I won't cover it. And so just so you know, I'm gonna be very skeptical if you call me back to fix this thing. And if I find out I just gotta walk away. And you gotta be just blunt and straight up with them, you know. Some will get mad, some will understand, you know. I'd even share with them a story like, I'd even make up a story and be like, hey, I had a customer who, I told the same thing to, and they try to clean everything up, and I came back, you can't cover up, the actual, what caused it. I've been in this business too long, I can see and I can tell. So that way you can avoid that too. So leave a comment below if you have any, anything to say about that. But, these are some of the things we run into, flipping, selling appliances. It's not all like this all profits, and then also too, that leads back to pricing, right? You got to price in these things. So even though it doesn't happen very often, you got to price them in. So you don't want to sell a refrigerator and then got to pay for a $200 board and be in the red. If anything, you want to break even, I guess. If you have a major warranty issue, or just change it out, have the inventory, you can just change it out. But these are some of the issues we run into as appliance technicians, and it is up to us to do right by the customer and to ourselves, right? So the customer isn't always right, but the customer is the customer. This is Reggie with A Team Appliance. I'll see you on the next video.